Something in the water taught me how to fall.
Well, folks, we're going to take a minute now and go to the tale of the week, to the Reader's Corner now. And so here we go. This was, ready, Justin? I better get my Dollar Tree glasses on. Folks, you can't go wrong with Dollar Tree.
You can't put a price on seeing good.
$1. Hey, how about this? Headphones and readers. Ingram Cecil Connor III spent the first 12 years of his life in Waycross, Georgia. Following his father's unfortunate and untimely death during Christmas 1958, his mother moved Gram and younger sister, Little Avis, to her former home in the Snively family orange groves of Winter Haven, Florida. Music was Gram's haven, an escape from the grief he found difficult to express after his father passed away. Big Avis remarried to Bob Parsons, a slick-handed businessman from Louisiana who adopted the Connor children, changing their last name to his, and thus changing how the world would come to know the young man who altered the landscape of music in the late 60s. Gram Parsons was influenced by and was an influence on a revolving cast of characters during his ascent to rock and roll visionary. Jim Stafford and Kent Lavoie, otherwise known as Lobo, were early bandmates in Winter Haven. Songwriter John Phillips of the Mamas and the Papas, Chris Hillman and Roger McGuinn of the Byrds, Rolling Stones' Keith Richards, Bernie Ledden of the Eagles, and Emmylou Harris, the protege to his mentor. One of the most colorful of Parsons' associates was Ian Dunlop, a Boston bass player who was a founding member of the International Submarine Band, formed in 1966 while Gram was enrolled at Harvard University. That's from the left there. That's Ian on the left. Above him is Gram. And next is Mickey Galvin, the drummer. And down below there is John Nuis, the lead guitar player. Ian was the bass player. Dunlop, or Ian, also a graphic artist, was responsible for the artwork that adorned International Submarine Band's first and only album, Safe at Home. Now, you did the artwork in the logo, right? Up above. You didn't draw the portrait of the...
No.
Right.
No, no. I just did that.
The lettering.
That title, you could call it, yeah.
Yeah, that definitely is your handiwork right there. You can see your style in that.
Yeah.
Musical differences followed the band's move from the East Coast to Los Angeles, and Ian began jamming in and around Los Angeles clubs with friends, among them Leon Russell, guitarist Jesse Ed Davis, future Rolling Stones saxophonist Bobby Keys. Inspired by the traveling minstrel and medicine shows of the late 1800s, Ian came up with a name for the loosely organized jam band, calling themselves the Flying Burrito Brothers. The musical experiment didn't last, but the Flying Burrito Brothers' name was picked up by Gram following his departure from the Byrds in 1969. Tiring of the lifestyle and smog of Los Angeles, Ian eventually left town in a Volkswagen bus, headed cross-country to Boston. Soon after, he made England his home, where he has continued to make music and art. I had the pleasure of meeting Ian Dunlop in 2008 after booking him to appear at the 11th annual Gram Parsons Guitar Pull and Tribute Festival, a musical gathering that began in my backyard in 1998. We chatted over beers at a local watering hole, before inviting him to spend the night at my home. My wife and I were entertained the rest of the evening with musical stories from this charismatic character from Cornwall, England. By night's end, it felt like we'd known each other for years. While in town, Ian soaked up the sounds and songs of other Waycross troubadours like Sean Clark and Billy Ray Heron, writing songs with Sean and I and recording the originals in Jesse Heron's Hickory Wind studio. Having this iconic figure as our friend and associate over the past few years has been a joy and a pleasure, and we welcome him back as often as time and space allow. And we got him back one more time, right here and right now on Something in the Water podcast. I'm so glad that this worked out.
Yeah.
We had our doubts, the gremlins and failures from past attempts at this. So far, so good, right?
But nothing can beat spiritual communion.
Yeah.
Nothing can beat standing here and touching each other. Wait a minute. Touching each other on the shoulder like that, and patting each other on the back.
Yeah,
Easy there.
Yeah. Well, I got to thank you very much. I've enjoyed, chatting with you and everything like that. And really, even if it's the last time or what, I'm not getting any younger. I really would like to get over there. It's important to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be great if we could do some writing. We all, as same with you guys, I have a whole lot of, things that are started and not finished, and ideas that could be mingled or married off with one of your little ideas,
I've got a bunch, and I know Sean does too. We keep writing them down in our phones, and just waiting to throw them out there in some form. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
Well, buddy, another transatlantic conversation with our good friend Ian Dunlop. We hate that it has to come to an end, but all good things do come to an end. And we love you. We're fortunate to have you in our lives, and hope you feel the same. I know you do. You've told us that many a time, and we're looking forward to being in your presence.
Yeah.
Physically.
Well, all being well, I hope we can do it again, because it's too good to miss.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Dunlop, we appreciate y'all watching. And
Very good to see you and talk to you, Ian.
We'll talk again soon.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
The management and sponsors cannot be held responsible for some of the views aired tonight on this program.